Hey, how's it going, guys? One man, that's Guam here. It's a beautiful, sunny, breezy Monday. And it's Madass time. Woo!
With your mad, with your mad ass, with your mad ass, with your mad ass, with your mad, with your mad ass. Face with fish, sledgehammer, razor blade delivery, hypodermic, 16 anthropologize my chivalry. My cutter cloth is cutthroat, Corleone, cortisone, lead like Leonidas through the crisis when the war is on. I spit Diana Ross, I show you why the road turn. I'm like a white blood cell, with your mad ass, with your mad ass, with your mad ass.
So yeah, it's a Monday. I know everybody don't like Mondays. Well, Mondays are like my Sundays. So talk about a little more about the Madass, the Sachs Madass 125. Well, that's the stock and the upgrades and restoration I did with it. It's been a year since I completed this project. When I first saw this bike, so I was like, "What the heck is that?"
What the hell is that?
So is it considered to be a motorcycle?
Yeah, it's motorcycle. Yeah,
Oh, okay.
yeah, it's motorcycle. Yeah, it's 4 gears.
Hey, come over here and look at this deal.
The Madass, this bike right here was my first motorcycle. First and last time I've ever sat on a motorcycle, well, it was a mini motorcycle, was like back in like the late 80s. I don't know if you guys remember the Yamaha YSR50s and 80s. Those mini bike, it's geared, 2 strokes. The story of my first motorcycle and how I got back into it. It was back in 2000, what do you call this? About 2008 to 2010. It's about almost 6 years ago. At that time, gas prices was ridiculously high. I mean, I'm talking about gas here on the island was 5 cents short of being $5 per gallon. So the alternative those days was get a moped or get a motorcycle, man. You use up about a gallon a week. So I was thinking about getting a motorcycle, but you know, that was just a thought. I decided to buy me a new mountain bike. Anyways, I used that to commute as a means of saving gas. There's one particular day, 2010, it was about Thanksgiving. It was almost Christmas. So that one day I was commuting back from work on my mountain bike. I came across this parking lot. That all came back that day when I first saw the Madass. It was a yellow 125cc parked at that parking lot where it was together with some other motor vehicles that were for sale. Got the bike. I immediately applied for a permit test, which you have to take for the motorcycle license. So I took a written test, passed it, scheduled my road tests, but passed it like nothing. It was passed it with a breeze. That was the story of my first motorcycle, which is this Madass here. Check out that view behind me, man. Cool, right? So yeah, we're gonna do our review now. Well, anyways, this is the Madass, ladies and gentlemen. There's no fairing or body kit whatsoever for this bike. It's just the way you see it. I'll get to the engine later, but we're just gonna kind of get to the little cosmetics that I did and a little bit about the stock parts that's still on this bike, which is the tires. 120, 70, 16. That's the rear. Front is it's a 90, 80, 16. 3 parts to the frame. You got the seat frame, which mounts on the main Y frame, and the swing arm. They call it the banana swing arm, so to have it powder coated. It's a Harley orange. I had the rims too powder coated black. Most of the plastic parts I painted on my own. I still do run the stock seat. The gas tank is right there. It's incorporated with the frame. It takes exactly 1.32 US gallons gas. It's controlled by the pet lock. It's do advised when you do park the bike for long periods of time or any time, you shut it off because fuel runs on gravity, so it does just keeps flowing when you leave it on, and it can flood the engine and making it hard to start or causing engine damage. You see right there, the spot that's off, on, and then when you start to run out of gas, you turn into your reserve, which is reserve gas that will get you about another 10-12 miles depending. It does not have a gas gauge, so you can't tell if you're full, half, quarter, whatever. You base it on the mileage, the trip. What you first do is fill up your gas tank, fill it up. You go to your trip. Right now, see, I just put gas earlier. I reset it, and the trip from the gas station and to here was 12.4 miles. You just keep riding the bike. Keep riding. Don't put gas until your bike starts to like bog or lose power, meaning it's running out of gas. Once it hits that point, you check your mileage of how much miles it reads on your speedometer, the trip. Remember that number, and then you switch to your padlock. You switch your padlock to the reserve, and then now you know what number or how many mileage it takes to finish 1 gallon. But just remember, after you put gas, don't forget to reset. Reset your trip, so it goes back to 0. So I know the inconvenience of not having a gas gauge, but I'm cool with it. Okay, the rear fender. It's a DRC Moto LED Anato rear fender kit. The rear brake light is integrated with the fender. The heavy-duty license plate holder, stainless license plate LED light to light it up. The bike does come with front and rear hydraulic brakes. These are the stock cylinders, stock brakes. These are all stock here. I installed a cycle standard mini headlight fairing kit. It kind of fits well with the Madass. I didn't have to do so much modification. The headlights, these are like aftermarket 5-inch or like about 5.5-inch round LED lights, which fits perfectly with this fairing that I got. It's about 500 lumens. It's pretty bright, but it's not bright enough where it spreads out. So I got these LED spotlights, and they're pretty bright. I mean, they do help illuminate the road more wider than this. This one kind of shoots straight, but it has a little bit of lighting on the side. But these spotlights help a lot at night. It does. Okay, here's the spotlight. Okay, and this is the headlights. There you go. Low beam, high beam. I did have to install the headlight. I did have to make aluminum brackets. Bought some aluminum bars at the Home Depot, cut them, drill them, bend them, and I managed to mount it to the stock mounts here. So it worked out pretty well. You can adjust it up and down. That all worked out pretty well. Yeah, I got an MGO 7/8 black flat bar. So let's get to the powerhouse of this Madass. It's a Pirahna YX140cc pit bike engine. It's a kickstart only. I got an NGK super coil. It's a straight pipe Pirahna muffler with a Pirahna oil cooler, air filter kit, and a 39T rear oval racing aluminum sprocket with a RK racing chain. That's the best setup you can do. It's a 15 and a 39T. Also, I'm running a Mikuni 22mm carburetor jet kit setup of a number 15 pilot, a number 105 main, and 2.5 turns for the air screw. A 3-phase is a stock Madass. Its output for the stock Madass 3-phase stator is about 150 watts. Swapping to this Pirahna YX140 engine, which only has a 1-phase output, it's about, I believe, approximately 35 watts compared to the 150. Of course, obviously you have to change all your lights to LED. I did replace the regulator and rectifier. It's a HD 12 volt. I did change the relay signal because it is when you put LED lights, it tends to blink so quick. You just change your relay. The battery is right here in this casing, and on top of here is another electrical component where all the CDI, the relays, solenoids, whatever, it's all here. Kind of have to evenly distribute the watts here, to kind of like compensate for the powerhouse of the stator, the single phase. So that's the Madass, ladies and gentlemen. I hope I have covered most, if not all, the upgrades for the Madass bike. I do notice an increase in speeds of 10 miles per hour compared to the stock 11 horsepower speed. I do cruise at about 50 to 60 miles per hour, up to about 70, usually at full throttle depending on road conditions and wind conditions, versus the 40 to 50 miles per hour cruising at stock. Overall, the bike looks great. It runs great. It's perfect for a first motorcycle or daily commute and fun ride just about anywhere besides the freeway. Well, we don't have to worry about freeways here because we don't have freeways here. Speed limit's about 35 to 45, so no worries. I'm thinking of the next upgrade will be my carburetor, which is a 26 Mikuni carburetor, to replace the stock 22 that I'm running right now. So that's the Madass, ladies and gentlemen. So anyways, I hope this video was helpful the most to anyone wanting to upgrade their Madass or is looking for a fun and unique motorcycle for both beginners and experienced riders. So the parts, upgrades, and websites are listed in the descriptions and links below. Please feel free to comment or question about the video. Subscribe for more videos ahead. And thanks for watching, and be safe, have fun, and enjoy the ride, folks. Man, you're awesome. Take it easy, guys. I'm out. I can see you. Now I can see you. What's up? Yeah, it's cool here. It's nice. It's sunny today, so there's gonna be quite a crowd today, most likely. Tourists and locals alike. Right now they're preparing. It's a little bit early, but I know they're open already. The gate should be open to Richardian. Like I said, it's a wildlife refuge. It's a park. It's open.